Hello everyone, myself A.S. Falmari. In the last two videos, we have discussed how to add and subtract any two fuzzy numbers. In this video and in the next video, we are going to learn how to multiply and divide any two fuzzy numbers. Learning outcome: at the end of this session, students will be able to find the fuzzy numbers a into b and a divided by b. Let us start this video with the working rule for finding the product and division of any two fuzzy numbers. Step number 1 is finding alpha cut of A and alpha cut of B with the help of given membership functions. Step number 2 is drawing the graphs of the fuzzy numbers A and B, and we have to check whether these two graphs are intersecting at a certain point C, with the gradation at this point in A and as well as B must be non-zero. If such a point is exist with a non-zero gradation, then we have to divide the range of alpha, which is open 0 to closed 1, into two different sub ranges like open 0 to closed alpha dash and open alpha dash to closed 1. If the two graphs are intersecting at a certain point with a gradation 0, then in this case we have to take the range of alpha as it is, and if the graphs are not intersecting, in such a case also we have to take the range of alpha open 0 to closed 1 as it is. In the step number 3, we have to apply the decomposition theorem for finding the alpha cut of A into B and alpha cut of A divided by B. And in the step number 4, we have to obtain the membership function using the alpha cut of A into B and alpha cut of A divided by B by equating the initial point of this alpha cut and end point of this alpha cut to x and expressing alpha in terms of x. Once we express alpha in terms of x after expressing initial and end point equal to x, then we have to find out the range by putting alpha equal to 0 and alpha equal to 1. Once we do this, we will get the required membership function for A into B and A divided by B. Let us consider one example. Find A into B where A and B are the membership, where A and B are the fuzzy numbers given by the membership functions like this. Solution: here we want to find out the product. The step number 1 is finding the alpha cut of A and alpha cut of B with the help of this membership function. The definition of alpha cut of A is it is the collection of those real numbers for which A is applying the gradation greater than or equal to alpha. Here we have to consider the stepwise procedure. First of all, the given range in A is -2 less than or equal to x and x less than or equal to 0. In this range, let us consider the restriction a of x greater than or equal to alpha, and here for this range a of x is defined like x plus 2 divided by 2 greater than or equal to alpha. Now writing the restriction for x, we get it as x greater than or equal to 2 alpha minus 2. The next range for a is 0 is strictly less than x less than or equal to 2. In this range, consider the restriction a of x greater than or equal to alpha. For this range, a of x is defined like 2 minus x upon 2 and it is greater than or equal to alpha as it is. Now writing the restriction for x, we get it as x less than or equal to 2 minus 2 alpha. Here x greater than or equal to 2 alpha minus 2, it means that 2 alpha minus 2 will be the initial point of alpha cut of A, and x less than or equal to 2 minus 2 alpha means this 2 minus 2 alpha will be the end point, and alpha belongs to open 0 to closed 1. In the same way, we can also find out the alpha cut of B as closed interval 2 alpha plus 2 comma 6 minus 2 alpha, where alpha belongs to open 0 to closed 1. Now the step number 2 is we have to draw the graph. Now this is what the graph of A, and the second one is the graph of B. Now here we can see that actually the graphs are intersecting at point 2 with the gradation 0. It means that we have to, they are not intersecting the not intersecting at any point with non-zero gradations. Therefore, I have written here the graphs A and B are not intersecting. Actually, the intersection of the graphs to x-axis we are not going to consider. That's why I have written here they are not intersecting. Therefore, we have to take the range of alpha open 0 to closed 1 as it is. Now, the step number 3 is applying the decomposition theorem. The decomposition theorem for the product is alpha cut of A into B is equal to alpha cut of A into alpha cut of B, that is equal to writing the alpha cut of A and alpha cut of B, we will get this expression. And this is what the product of two closed intervals. And we know that the product of two closed intervals is defined somewhat like the initial point will be the minimum quantity of product of these four numbers, like 2 alpha minus 2 into 2 alpha plus 2, that will be 4 alpha square minus 4. 2 alpha minus 2 into 6 minus 2 alpha is minus 4 alpha square plus 16 alpha minus 12, and 2 minus 2 alpha into 2 alpha plus 2 is minus 4 alpha square plus 4, and finally 2 minus 2 alpha into 6 minus 2 alpha will be 4 alpha square minus 16 alpha plus 12. The minimum of these four expressions will be the initial point for this alpha cut, and the maximum of the same four expressions will be the end point for this alpha cut. In order to find out the minimum and maximum expressions, we have to consider the range of alpha, which is open 0 to closed 1. It is highly impossible to consider all the quantities, but if we prove that, or if we find out the minimum and maximum quantity for any arbitrary number belongs to this interval, so it will be holds for each and every number belonging to this range. Let me consider one arbitrary number, say alpha equal to 0.2. Now calculating the values of these four expressions at 0.2, first of all, 4 alpha square minus 4 at alpha equal to 0.2, it will leads to minus 3.84. Next expression is minus 4 alpha square plus 16 alpha minus 12 at alpha is equal to 0.2 is minus 8.96. And third expression is minus 4 alpha square plus 4 at alpha equal to 0.2 is 3.84. And finally, fourth expression is 4 alpha square minus 16 alpha plus 12 at alpha is equal to 0.2 is 8.96. Now we can easily see that this 8.96 is the minimum one, and this plus 8.96 is the maximum one. Therefore, the expression corresponding to minus 8.96 is minus 4 alpha square plus 16 alpha minus 12. Now this will act as the initial point for this alpha cut, and the expression corresponding to plus 8.96 is 4 alpha square minus 16 alpha plus 12, that will be act as the end point for this alpha cut, where alpha belongs to open 0 to closed 1. Now the final step is finding the membership function with the help of this alpha cut. Now first of all, we have to equate the initial point minus 4 alpha square plus 16 alpha minus 12 is equal to the variable x. Now rewriting it, taking x to left hand side, we will get it as minus 4 alpha square plus 16 alpha minus 12 minus x equal to 0. Now multiplying throughout by minus, we get it as 4 alpha square minus 16 alpha plus 12 plus x equal to 0. Now we can see that this is what a quadratic polynomial in alpha. It has two values. That values are given by the formula minus b plus minus under root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a, where a is 4, b is minus 16 and c is 12 plus x. Using this, we get alpha is equal to minus of b is minus 16 plus minus square root of b square, that is minus 16 square minus 4 into a is 4 into c is 12 plus x divided by 2 into a is 4, that is equal to, this minus minus will become plus 16 and plus minus square root of minus 16 square is 256 minus this 4 into 4 is 16 and 16 into 12, this already minus as it is, and 16 into 12 is 192, and this minus 16 into x is minus 16x upon 2 into 4 is 8, that is equal to 16 plus minus square root of 256 minus 192 is 64 minus 16x as it is divided by 8, that is equal to 4 plus minus square root of. Now this 4 is due to because here from these two terms we can take 16 common, and square root of a 16 is 4. Now from these two terms taking 4 common, we get here it as a 4, and 4 divided by 8 is 2, and plus minus square root of. Once we take 16 common, here remaining quantity is 4, and 16 taken, the remaining quantity is minus x. Now this will be the expression of alpha in terms of x. Now putting alpha equal to 0 in this equation, we get x as minus 12, and putting alpha equal to 1 here, we get x equal to 0. Therefore, the first step for the membership function for a into b is 4 plus minus square root of 4 minus x upon 2, where the range is minus 12 less than or equal to x less than or equal to 0. But this product must has the unique expression. It has the two different expressions. Now we will check one by one. If I consider plus here, like 4 plus square root of 4 minus x, the gradation given by this function must lie from 0 to 1. If I put this point minus 12, here this 4 minus plus 12 is 16, and square root of 16 is 4, and as we have considered plus, so 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 divided by 2 is 4, that is the gradation is greater than 1. It will not happen, it will be the contradiction. It means that 4 plus root 4 minus x upon 2 will not be the expression for the product. The next expression, that 4 minus root of 4 minus x upon 2, will be the required expression. We can check that if we put any number from minus 12 to 0, it will always give the gradation from 0 to 1. So whenever such a type of case arises, we have to reject one of the case and we have to consider the remaining one. Similarly, the equating the end point 4 alpha square minus 16 alpha plus 12 equal to x, and again rewriting it as 4 alpha square minus 16 alpha plus 12 minus x equal to 0. Now again it is a quadratic equation in alpha. Solving this similarly as we have solved here, we get alpha is equal to 4 plus minus square root of 4 plus x upon 2. This will be the next step for the membership function. To find out the range, we have to put alpha equal to 0. If we put alpha equal to 0 here, we will get the value of x as 12. And if we put alpha equal to 1, then we get the value of x as 0. Therefore, the next step for the membership function of a into b is 4 plus minus square root of 4 plus x upon 2, and the range is from 0 is strictly less than x is less than or equal to 12. Here the inequality strict is taken because 0 is already included in the step number 1. Again here two expressions are present. We can also see that if we take plus, the gradation is exceeding. Therefore the required expression is like 4 minus square root of 4 plus x upon 2, and the range is from 0 less than x is less than or equal to 12. Now the combining that two steps, we get the membership function for the product of the given two fuzzy numbers like this. And obviously every time we have to add the third step, 0 gradation, otherwise because a into b is a fuzzy number, this domain must be the set of real numbers. Therefore before minus 12 and after 12 the gradation is 0.